Good evening. It's Thursday night. It is about 7 o'clock and I am at the beginning of an end-to-end of the Blue Mountain section of the Bruce Trail. I'm a little bit later getting on trail than I wanted to, but I guess that's what happens when you're trying to get children organized and get everything settled after a day of work as well. So the trail's pretty overgrown in here. It's been I think the last time I was in this section I did it in the fall or maybe early spring, so it was still quite dull from the winter. So anyway, so tonight I plan on making it to somewhere around the Noisy River, the actual river. Spend the night there. It's about 5 kilometers from here or so. Anyway, it's going to be a really good adventure. My first overnights of the summer, believe it or not. The other half is in Virginia doing a 24-hour Ragnar race, so she'll have her own video from the weekend. So we're off on our own adventures this weekend, separated, but thinking about each other. And it's going to be a great weekend. Wow. I remember this view the last time I was here and it was cold. And I'm kind of chasing the sun, right? Because I want to get there before the sun goes down. Looks like I might have about, maybe half an hour before it dips below those trees. But I'm going to be kind of heading down over that way, so I still have to get up off the ridge, or down off the ridge. But isn't that incredible? So amazing. All right, gotta keep moving. Well, I made it to the river. Decent amount of sun left. The reason why I wanted to make it here is because I wanted the noise. I wanted the noise of the river for the first night. There's this great little grassy patch, so. But this will be a great little area for the night. That is not a half bad setup. Pretty happy with that. So I'm all set up. Still got quite a bit of light, which I'm very happy with. I'm changed and ready to sleep. And surprisingly, I'm actually quite calm. I've been kind of doing a lot of mental preparation for this weekend because I knew that once I was out here, I was out here. The other half of that is I knew I really wanted to do this. I wanted to push through any anxieties, and I really wanted to prove to myself that I could backpack comfortably by myself. But overall, I feel pretty good. Anyway, I will check with you guys in the morning. Morning. Wow, what a night. I was actually super comfortable. I was warm for the most part. Probably could have had like a sweater. So there's a few things that I forgot this weekend. So one, I forgot to bring any form of hot drink. And what I mean by that is I didn't bring any tea, no coffee, no hot chocolate, nothing. So if I want something warm to drink, it's just going to be warm water, which is fine, not the end of the world. I also forgot my earbuds. So I was kind of hoping to listen a little bit to a few things that I downloaded, but I guess that's not going to happen. And the other thing I forgot was kind of like a secondary layer that has some warmth to it. So I got my long sleeve Columbia shirt and then my purple coat. But that's it, other than the long sleeve shirt that I sleep in, an extra short sleeve shirt in case it gets really hot today, and then the pants that I like to sleep in. So unfortunately, if it gets any colder tonight or tomorrow night than it was last night, I could potentially be quite chilly. The tent was quite wet this morning, but I was nice and dry inside, and so I'll have to find somewhere to kind of let my tent air out a little bit later today to dry it up. But other than that, it was a great night. I'm gonna have some breakfast, and then I'm gonna hit the trail. Well, most farmers generally like to help keep the trail a little bit open, but there's the blaze there. And then behind me, where's the next one? Way back up over to the top of your screen. So I'm literally walking through like bush that's as high as I am, and of course it's soaking wet from the dew. So it's a good thing I've got quick dry clothing on. Holy mother of a spider. That thing is freaking massive. You need to see this. Okay, there's this web. See if I can get in. He's huge. Dude, don't want to walk into him. See if I can get him from the other side. I don't want to mess up his net either. Oh, there's another one here. Oh, God. Okay, now I just want to get through this section. Can you see it? Where is it? There it is. That thing's freaking massive. If you guys know, oh, where is it? If you know anything about spiders. Yeah. Okay, so to give you context, that spider was bigger than a toonie. I wish I could have gotten a better picture of him for you back there, because definitely I would have wanted to know what kind of spider it is. It was like black with yellow stripes, if you're a spider person. I don't like them in my house, that's for darn sure. See, there's another one up there. Gosh, I'm trying not to wreck their webs, but I don't want to walk into them either. Stay up there. I'm sorry I broke your web, but I literally have to use my poles as like, I don't know, swords. Get out of the way! Anyway, I'm gonna push my way through here. At the back of this field, we turn right, and I'm hoping that maybe once I hit the road that this will be done, because that's too much. It's interesting. Not so sure I'm gonna go as far to say fun, because my pants are drenched. Might need to find some sun before I continue on through the next part. Yeah, you'd never know there's a trail through there. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, I don't like spiders in my house. Out in nature, they're pretty cool to check out, but I don't want to walk and have them land on my face. Anyway, here's the gate. There's a little bench over there too. It'd be really nice if they did clear out this area. It would make the bench enjoyable rather than kind of feeling like you're sitting so in the middle of a bush. So let's head through here. Sorry, trekking pole's giving me a hard time. Apparently so is the gate. Short people problems. Dunedin Ravine Nature Reserve. 68.5 acre Dunedin Ravine Nature Reserve lies along the northern flank of the noisy River Valley, one of the many large valleys of the escarpment carved out by the advance of the Laurentian ice sheet between 20,000 and 100,000 years ago. And we got ruins of a bit of an older building here too. It's pretty cool. Can definitely say that I think I prefer hiking more in the spring or the fall before everything is so overgrown, because it's been like an hour of this just constant bushwhacking, and my pants are soaked. Lots of spiders in my face. I'm still having fun. It would be nice to not have to trudge through this, especially the first thing in the morning when everything is super wet. But the sun is shining. What more could I ask for that way? And it's a beautiful day. We'll check out the old church. My feet are starting to dry, but I want to check it out. Let's go see. It's hard to tell if they ever do anything here. There's a hose, and looks like there's stuff in the window there. It says 1880 on the sign. There's like a deck out back with like a barbecue and stuff, so maybe they do stuff here. Anyway, that's a neat little building. I'm on a road walk, and I'm gonna make a left turn here. Looks like I'm at the corner of Nottawasaga 6-7 Side Road and Nottawasaga Concession 10. There's some pretty neat little like houses just kind of embedded in the area. I feel like during the summer it would be awesome to live out here. During the winter, maybe not so much. But it's been a good day so far. I am going to find somewhere shortly to stop and take a break. I want to dry my tent out because it was quite wet. I want to let my shoes dry out a little bit. They're quite wet. And I should probably have a snack. I've done about, maybe 4.5 kilometers or so. I made the conscious decision not to track my mileage. I'm gonna do it old school, use maps and track my mileage manually. So I'm just gonna use that. Hopefully it's accurate. I know there's some trail reroutes because they have some new trail in this area. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to find somewhere to hang everything up, kind of have a break, maybe have a bit of a snack, and drink some water. So far, so good. So I've got my tent spread out, drying out in the sun. I'm having a snack. Lower bar. Checking out a bit of a view. And it's about 10 a.m. I think I've done between 5 and 6 kilometers so far for today, so that's pretty good so far. Just gonna sit and enjoy some snack. Try to dry out a bit still from all of the wet in the fields. Mostly I want to get my tent dried out, and then I can carry on. Transcarioca Trail, Bruce Trail, Friendship Trail. Cool. So I'm done my break. Spent a good 40 minutes there. Just kind of letting things air out, dry out. Relax my legs. So go for another few hours and then have some lunch. Check those out. Pretty. Super quick break just to change into my t-shirt. This is my new pack, by the way. I'll break it down a little bit more for you at some point over the weekend. What I like about it so far and what I don't, that kind of thing. But I will get into those details of gear a little bit later. On we go. It's kind of rustic through here. It's pretty cool. Some crevices and stuff down there. Now I was kind of just thinking to myself, this is my first actual backpacking trip. I don't know, do single overnighters count as a backpacking trip? I kind of feel like you need to be out at least 2 to 3 nights to make it a trip. I don't know, just lots of time to ponder things out here when you're on your own. Just kind of taking in nature and enjoying. But everything goes well. I'll check back in with you guys in a bit. Plaque. I like plaques. Gives you some information. Oh, heritage tree. Heritage tree. We found one of these on the other trail that we did a couple weeks ago. Cool. So we have 2 in the bank. Nice. Trees for the future. The Bruce Trail Conservancy volunteers planted over 400 native trees on the banks of this creek in 2011. It's always nice to come across a random picnic table in the middle of nowhere. There's an amazing view over here. I'll show it to you in a little bit. We're obviously kind of at the back corner of a field. I just had an apple because they had apple trees just lining this trail. So other than being just a little bit tart, it was really good. And then I came across this table, so I thought, you know what, we're 12 o'clock. What better place to get some lunch than here? Because I know that I'm gonna hit a road walk soon. So might as well do it now, knowing it's gonna be a great place to have some lunch. Snacks, I have Lara bars, I've got a Cliff Gel, a Simply Protein bar, some Chews, a Cliff bar, a couple of Snickers bars, and then I also have 2 things of my vegan jerky that I like. I do have some Nude. I might put one of these in a bottle. It's like an electrolyte thing, but it just gives some taste to the water, and because I forgot all my other goodies like my tea and my hot chocolate and all that kind of stuff, I think I might have one of those. Alright, let's see here. I have a lot of dehydrated meals with me today just because I had a bunch of them hanging around the house, so I kind of wanted to get them eaten up. So I think I'm going to have this guy, split it up. I don't need all of it. It's a Santa Fe black bean and rice. Heat up. There's the view. So that's what I'm looking at. Isn't that incredible? Like, I'm just in heaven right now. Honestly, does it get much better than this? Incredible. There's a beautiful little monarch butterfly hanging around. I want him to stop so I can get a good picture of him, but of course they don't do that. They just made it on the endangered species list, and that makes me sad because they're so beautiful. If he comes back, I'll try to get a picture. So we just came down from that way, and we're now at the other end of this friendship trail. So I don't think I showed this earlier, but that's the location of the 2 trails. Of course, ours being here in Canada and the other one being in South America. And before, we were way down over here, and we just hiked all the way up, and we are now here. So we're gonna head on this road walk, and next stop I think will be the Nottawasaga Conservation Area. That away we go. Why do you need to bring fresh fruit on the trail when you can literally pick fresh fruit on the trail? They're a little tart, but they're still yummy. So this is what I'm looking at right now. I've only seen one person all day. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my apple, continue walking along here. It's probably gonna be the last one of the day. I don't wanna cause any stomach upset later by eating too many apples. We're doing well. The trail continues. Nottawasaga Bluffs Conservation Area. So we have officially entered it. Okay, we started down at A. We are now at B. If I wanted to cheat, I could cut across the side trail here and cut off all that. But that's not the point of an end to end. So we're gonna follow the red all the way up and around. Back in around that side. There's a cave side trail, that's kind of cool. Might check that out. And then continue on up to G. We go this way. Past this pretty cool looking tree fungus. Look at that thing, that's neat. There we go. Oh man, this area is super gnarly. The mosquitoes are insane. And I can't move fast enough to stay ahead of them, but check this out. There's like crazy rocks all over, super hard on your feet. Very damp and moist in here. A little hard to figure out where the trail's going at times. But, and an old snowmobile apparently. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep moving. I don't know if you can hear the buzzing of the mosquitoes or not, but they're driving me crazy. So we're just gonna keep pushing forward here. That's quite the crevice down there. Wow. Just goes on forever. Lots of these around right here. This is a beautiful section. Beautiful section compared to the first half of this area. The first half was so gnarly and mosquito filled and just, yes, there's mosquitoes here, but it's not like they were. So it's quite lovely. The hike really does go well. I'm really enjoying myself. The western terminus of the Ganaraska Trail. Devil's Glen to Port Hope. Cool. Well, the day goes fine. It is 3:45. We just entered Devil's Glen, and the goal basically is to summit today and then find somewhere at the top to call it a night. So I've got a lot of daylight left. There's a lot of side trails in here, so constantly paying attention for Bruce trail markers. So hopefully I don't get lost. Trail's pretty easy walking right now. I'm okay with that. My legs are tired. But being only 3:45, what am I gonna do until 9 o'clock when the sun sets? So the only answer to that is just to keep walking. So definitely gonna do more today than I had planned, which is great. So it just means that if I can pull that off today and the same thing tomorrow, I might be done tomorrow. Anyway, haven't seen a blaze now in a little bit. I'm gonna concentrate and make sure I'm going the right way. I'll check in with you in a bit. I'm calling it a day here. It's 4:30, but my feet are done. I think according to the map, I did about 22.3 kilometers today. So, but I made it to Devil's Glen area, which is what I wanted. I'm by one of the ski hill things here. I've got lots of water because there was a water spigot, so I was able to fill up and I was almost out, so I was starting to get a bit worried. So I'm just gonna kind of chill here in the shade and let my feet rest, and then the spot that I'm going to set up is just over there. So once the sun kind of goes down a bit, no one's gonna find me up here. I'm pretty well hidden. All right, change of plans. I can't camp here. I can't get my freaking tent up. The ground's too hard. And unfortunately with my tent, you have to peg it. So I've had a break for an hour and a half. So I'm gonna get my butt moving. I have 2.5 hours until it will be dark enough that I'll have to just figure it out and set it up. So something about the universe did not want me camping here. So I'm gonna heed that warning and I'm gonna leave. I will touch base with you guys later. Okay. I don't know why I tried to do this. I was all set. I was all set to go. Couldn't get my tent in. So now I'm in my head. And unfortunately it's kind of hit me enough that I'm not comfortable staying the night. So my husband's gonna come and get me. I'm gonna try and make my way into Collingwood. But I'm at Glen Ski Club, so I gotta walk out to the main road and maybe I'll be able to hitch a ride into Collingwood. If not, I'll meet him somewhere, but I don't want to stay out here. It's gonna be too dark and I don't want to just sit still for the next 2 hours while I wait for him. So it's better to keep moving. Thanks for following along. One day I'll come back and start here and finish off the section. Have a good one. Well, I managed to successfully hitchhike from Devil's Glen into Collingwood, and I'm sitting at Tim Hortons waiting to be picked up. Nice guy picked me up. It was the first time I'd ever hitchhiked, so I wasn't really sure what to expect, but I wasn't gonna walk all the way here. It was quite far, so anyway, I'm just enjoying a nice cab and waiting for Andrew to come and get me. It is what it is, and you know what? I still enjoyed the journey, I still enjoyed the challenge, and I look forward to finishing it off on another day. Have a good night.